Yeah.
I already started it.
Go ahead. Oh wait. All right. I'm here.
Hey, you guys. It's me, it's Nita, and I'm back. And I have a special guest on my channel, Moochilla Shy, aka Moochie.
Hi.
You probably are familiar with her from Lamont Tyson's page, and also too, she did the Wendy Williams. If you remember the biopic, she did that review with me as well. So, hey, Moochie.
Hey, Nita. And we also reviewed Snowfall together on his channel.
On his channel, yes. Snowfall was a great season this year. Moochie also reviews. Do y'all watch The Godfather of Harlem? She reviews that on Mondays on Lamont Tyson's channel as well. So just wanted to shout that out and say that. And we are here to talk about Tom Clancy's Without Remorse, starring Michael B. Jordan. Now, y'all do know that they are switching it up because, Mr. Jack Ryan, what was his name? I forget. John Kelly,
yeah.
John Kelly. He was white. So we get a black lead actor in here.
And some chocolate.
He did a phenomenal job. He really showcased his physicality in the movie. And I liked the movie overall. I just thought it was a little just by the numbers. It felt like something that we already saw before, right, Moochie? It just felt so.
It's something that we saw before, but not a black guy. So I'm here for it.
Right.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. So I thought that was the main thing, is that we had a black lead, and I wanted to tell people to support it because it was a black lead. We had Michael B. Jordan. We had Lauren London. She is returning since the brutal killing of Nipsey Hussle. I'm surprised that she even took a role like that. What do you think about that, Moochie?
I saw the interview with her, and I was glad she took it. And just to get back, she has to, move on through the process of grieving. So I thought it was a good idea, and I liked the interview that she did.
Okay. Well, you know what? I didn't check that out. I did not check out the video. The interview that she did. Was it on Sharonda's channel?
No, this was an interview she did on Us Entertainment Tonight. It was one of those things. Oh, okay. I saw it on TV.
Okay, yeah. So
I know, because Pay Away be getting the big dogs to come to her channel.
Pay Away, Sharonda. I know she probably don't watch my reviews, but that's okay, boo. I still love you. I still watch you and support you.
Look, we getting there. We building our channel. Our channel.
Thank you, everybody who joined in for tonight's chat. Make sure you drop down in these comments in the chat and let us know what you want to talk about. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit subscribe. Moochie has her own channel. Go to her channel. Moochie, you have
It's Moochilla Shy, and that's my channel. I do reviews and cooking tutorials, and I'm reviewing a show right now called City on the Hill, starring Kevin Bacon and Eldis Hodge. And it's a good show. If you like The Town, The Departed, and any of those type of shows that's based out of Boston, you're gonna like this show.
Okay. Cool. All right, guys. I normally do reality TV. I do movies. I do TV shows. I do like a lot of whatever. It just what it is. What it is. I just do a lot of whatever. So you make sure you get down in the comments. Let us know. Also, too, if you want to join the discussion, there's the link, and you'll sit backstage until I get you into the thing. But we're just having a discussion. That's all we're doing today. So yes, all you just have to do is have Google Chrome what is this called?
StreamYard.
StreamYard is Google Chrome or whatever. So let's start out with some of the good things about Without Remorse. What do you think?
I thought that I didn't know it was gonna start off right at the beginning with action. Because the Navy SEAL thing, it started as soon as the credits came up and you saw what the movie was. Boom, you're into action, and that's what I liked about the movie.
Yeah, that the action was A1. I think Michael B. Jordan did an excellent job on, it felt like he was doing his own stunts. It feels like he's kind of set his sights on the Idris Elba, the Tom Cruise. Like he's kind of like placed himself, the Dwayne Jacksons, and he's kind of placed himself up there with the physicality that he actually did in this role. I appreciated that. My favorite scene was that jail scene.
Yes, he was ready for them.
That was my favorite, hands down scene. I was just looking at this couple minutes ago, and a couple of the sequences were really, really dark. And so I appreciated that jail scene because I was able to see everything. I really enjoyed that. I heard there is a lot of conversation on Twitter that this movie does not really reflect the novels. So a lot of people are upset that it doesn't kind of coincide with how the books play out. And I don't know. Hey, Ralph, how you doing? I don't know because I don't read the books.
Tom Clancy, he usually does when he comes out with his thing, he does the book, and it also connects with the video game.
The video game, right?
So the question is this gonna bring out a video game as well too?
Right.
So
its own,
because it has that Call of Duty vibe to me.
Yeah, they need to set it apart from what the normal thing is because we have a black lead. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind them kind of straying from. The only thing I didn't like about it is that it was just so simple. Who you thought was the whisker twirling villain was the villain. Like there was no intrigue. There was no, I just felt like everything just kind of felt flat. Like all the stuff that you could predict about the the movie just kind of happened. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, okay, the man that I saw, he looked like a bad guy. He ended up being a bad guy. Like, that's where, I come on this whole thing where it's just...
It's too predictable to you?
It was too predictable. It felt like a 90s movie that we've already seen. Like I said, Jason Bourne, the Bourne series has done it way better. So, yeah.
I feel like they just introducing the character.
Right.
And then we'll get a little more of it. Yeah. Because that's how the Jason Bourne thing was, but it was just more details. True. To me, if you're comparing those two.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I think that they did a really, really good job with doing that because at the end of the day, the movie was centered around him. It wasn't really all these different moving parts. And so that's what I did appreciate about it, that you could connect to him and you really were invested. Just, and another scene that I like, Moochie, when he set that car on fire. And
he sat in the car.
Yes, he jumped in there. I said, yes, I love when somebody doesn't have anything to lose. It's just kind of like,
he already lost everything at that point. He lost his wife and his child. So he's like, all right, you're going to get the raw me. This is what you're going to get.
He definitely gave So I was just like, yeah, I definitely appreciated that they really just kind of went there with it. Like they didn't hold back or they didn't try to, I really like the stakes that they presented with the movie. Yep. He said he agrees. It's a Jason Bourne with a black lead. Yes, absolutely.
Exactly.
That's what it felt like. But for
yeah, that was good too, Ralph. The escape from the building.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, the burning car escape from the building. Yep, absolutely.
I don't want to. I don't want to give it away because it was out all week. It's only been out a week, and I don't want to do too much of a spoiler. But the whole thing was good. I forgot the name of the not Lauren London, his
Jody.
She was in Queen and Slim.
Jody Turner Smith.
Yeah. She was okay to me. I know people was like she didn't seem like she was right for this part, but to me she was okay. I wish she would have did a little bit more as far as the action scenes go.
Right, but I do appreciate that they didn't play her in the background. You know what I'm saying? I felt like they really gave her a lot, but it didn't really showcase a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you wish she had more action and more stuff, but I felt like she was still in the forefront of the movie because, you know, when we're talking about black and we're talking about women, girl, we are an afterthought. We're not.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate them kind of like having her having a media role or whatever, but like I said, they still don't really do it justice. Yes, the action, that was my absolute favorite, Ralph.
Yes,
favorite. Like when
I was like, why are you putting the water down? And then when that went down, I was like, oh, because they couldn't, you know, once they were slipping and stuff, they couldn't.
Right. And yeah, I definitely love that. Like I said, the action was kind of A1, except for the couple of dark scenes. For me, I feel like the script was a little thin. I just felt like it could have been a lot more intrigue. Like I just felt like it just could have been way more than what it was. Because like I said, when you thought it was going to turn, that's exactly where it turned. It was no red herrings. There was no something that's like, oh, well, what is going on? Like, I already knew. You know, so yeah.
And it seemed like he wanted to put himself in jail because he waited for them to when he burnt up the car or whatever.
Right.
He waited for, because he didn't have to wait there.
Yeah, no.
He got his information that he needed, and that was that.
Right. So yeah, so we're not doing a play-by-play. I don't have any screenshots. Please forgive me. We may do something else later.
We just decided to go live on a whim today. We was talking on the phone, and she was like, "Oh, I want to talk about this movie." I said, "Well, let's go live," and
yeah,
she made it happen tonight.
It was very simple and basic. There was no. Yeah, it was none of that. Like that's what I thought the movie was missing. So yeah, that's why it's just okay to me. But I definitely want to say support Black film, support our Black actors. It was not trash. It was good, but we've already seen it before. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Don't get it misconstrued. We're not saying nothing all like that.
I say support Black films. That's not buffoonery. This is not buffoonery. This is something that a lot of Black guys are in the military where this is possible. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say support it.
Right.
Thank you, Ralph.
Thank you. It does not go unnoticed. We do appreciate it. I hope if you are catching this on a replay, hashtag replay in the comments so we'll know. We know that it was impromptu. We only gave like 30 minutes notice. So we aren't really expecting a lot of people here, and
we want to try to do this again. We want to try to do a Tuesday night thing.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
I mean, it's not in stone, but we're gonna try to shoot for the stars with this one.
Okay. So that's cool.
You don't watch Pose, Ralph? You needed to just click on the link and come in.
You want to come in, Ralph?
Click on the link and come in, Ralph.
You need it again?
Put it again.
You don't watch Pose?
Nah, he don't watch Pose.
Okay. So
it's hard to get men to watch that.
You don't even have to do you don't even have to put your camera on if you don't want to. It's a choice. It's a choice. See, you could do like this.
I'm calling him out because he went on somebody else's channel. He could come on this channel. He said, okay, hold on.
Who channel he went on, Jay?
Yeah, he was on his channel.
Was he on there the night that we were on there?
No, he was on there last week. And I was like, oh, shoot. And then I saw him. I actually saw him.
Okay.
So, you know how you be like, who's that? Like Charlie from Charlie's Angels? Now I put the face with the notes.
Right.
Yeah, he went on Jay Moore's channel.
Yeah, I figured that. I didn't know Jay put people on his channel like that. That's cool.
He does that a lot. We should have hollered at him.
Hello. So what we are excited about, we have Pose now. We have the Shy coming up at the end of the month. I think the 23rd, is it? Oh,
Hey.
What's up, ladies?
What's up?
Oh man, hold on. I gotta take this overlay off because it's kind of like messing us up. What's going on? What you guys say about the movie? Let's talk about the movie.
The movie I thought was good. You know, I think
I hear
the script was basic, but they did have like really good action scenes in it.
Yeah, I
thought the action scenes was good.
Yes, that's what I think. He put his name up there with the people. Like, come on, I'm here to play. Like, you know.
Yeah, he wants to go to the A-list, so he's putting his work in.
Yeah, I think like Michael B. Jordan, I thought did a good job with the script that he had. And I mean, being, I guess, the pandemic year we had, he probably just said, hey, let me just knock this out real quick.
What you think about him and Lauren London's chemistry?
Who did she play? Was she the wife?
She was the wife.
Pregnant wife.
Okay.
The one they killed.
Yeah, they had a good chemistry, I thought, in there. I mean, they showed like a couple scenes like where he was gonna die and she was there and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was a little.
I mean, they didn't have too much time together. It was kind of rushed.
Right. That's what I'm like. It was okay, but I just didn't feel like it was developed enough that we could really like kind of.
She wasn't around long enough. That's how I feel like it was like she was here and that was it.
Right. I wonder if they had more, but they put it on a chopping room floor just to try to get with the story or something. I don't know.
I'm sure they probably had more scenes, but they probably
That's not.
I mean, the movie seemed kind of short. They could have did a little more, probably.
They could have, but I think what they wanted to do was kind of keep it tight and concise, because when you blow it up a little bit, then you'll lose people's interest and stuff like that. So I think they want to really try to hone in on the action and what it was about. Because I even heard a couple of interviews saying that they thought that some of it was a little slow, but I think that they did the pacing good because they started out with the Navy SEAL. I mean, whatever he was in.
Yeah, they was doing some type of mission.
Yeah, it was just like you get a place to breathe, and you see about him and Lauren London at a little party, and then you get the action again. I felt like they paced it out pretty well. So I don't know. It could have been longer, but like I said, you just never know, because people just be like, they be over it. So You gotta kind
Yeah.
of like.
So
Another good scene, you said the escape from the building, the burning car scene, and the jail scene, right?
yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. That pretty much was the whole movie right there. I mean, I guess what they had the airplane scene where
Oh
he had to
yeah,
like
that
go
scene too
back
with
in.
the airplane when he went to get the equipment and stuff.
Yeah, that was a good
Cause
scene
that
too.
showed his Navy SEAL skills.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
they
knew
showed that.
something was gonna be wrong with the plane when that guy didn't go with them. I felt like he was part of it too, but then he ended up being a good guy after.
That's what I said. Like when you saw it, like I know exactly. I was just like, y'all not gonna do nothing no better than this. Like that was my thing. The predictability was just like you could just see it in the man's face as soon as he came on screen. I was just like, yeah, no. So
So they didn't trick
But
you with making it seem like it was the other guy,
it
the
tricked me.
CIA
I
guy.
guess I'm gullible. I don't know. Because I was mad at that guy. I was like, he something ain't right with
Yeah,
him, and I was saying that, and then he ended up being an all right person after.
yeah. I mean, because he did start off lying, saying that they were Syrians and not Russians and all of that, and so there
now
was like some
it turned
bullshit that he was doing, but he wasn't trying to get them killed, I guess.
what if it ended up being the lady, his friend, Jodie Turner Smith? What if it,
Nah, that was like his day one, so I couldn't see that. It
I know,
seemed like he
but
knew
what if
her
it
from like,
was-
you know how they go through the training to become a SEAL. It seemed like he knew her from then.
Yeah,
what-
I wouldn't have believed that it would have been
I
her
know,
unless he
right?
had some kind of agenda or something. But because they were
Yeah,
pretty tight,
Yeah, I
yeah.
and she
just
was
wish she would
going
have
to
had
get
more
him out of the
action scenes
jail and
too,
all that.
though.
They did establish that they were really, really tight. So yeah. But I just think
Yeah, she just had the one scene when she killed the sniper dude, huh?
Yeah, I just want to when she waited for him.
yeah,
I just wish she would have had more action scenes. That's all.
true. True.
Yeah.
Are we done discussing without remorse? Or are we going to talk about? Well, you don't watch Pose, so you probably will.
Have you been
Yeah.
watching the show I'm doing? Is City on a Hill? City on a Hill. Have you been watching that?
No, I haven't seen that one either.
It's on Showtime.
It's good.
To me, if you like The Town and uh
Party.
Departed,
Oh, yeah,
and
that's the
the
one.
bank
Okay.
and the bank robbing vibes, it has all of that. That was from the first season. Now this season they're going to the projects, so they put the black people in it this season, where they in the projects now with the it's not crack, it's heroin they was doing over there with drug dealing, and
Okay.
it's like a turf war, and it's a little bit of politics thrown in there,
What year?
and the whole prosecutors, the whole, like, you follow the case when they get arrested and stuff like that. So it
What?
has a sort of Law and Order vibe.
Oh,
Law and Order.
what
You
year?
know what?
What year? Like
1993.
93. Okay.
So and then it does I
First
like the stuff where they're using the music from the 90s and stuff like that. So
with
for me, I'm interested in it.
yeah.
Okay. I never really watched Law and Order. I mean, I like Snowfall. I like Power or Godfather of Harlem. I think it's really good too. But
Yeah, I still haven't caught up. Like what I've been doing, I didn't watch season 1 of Godfather of Harlem, but I jumped on the train for season 2, so I don't have any context, or I don't know how these people, how they've been in the past. So, I'm just watching like from fresh eyes, and so that's
the
where my
first season is good too.
Yeah, the first season was good.
look at it. Everyone come look at it.
I mean, because like you will understand more like what's going on with Stella and her dad and everything because of her man getting
Is it
killed.
like 10 or 8?
Do what? It's,
How many?
I think it's 10. I
Okay,
think
I
it's
know
10. It might be 8, but I think it's 10.
for sure.
I think it's 10 because we on episode now 5, I think.
Damn.
No, this
Yeah.
season we on
No,
episode 3 of this season.
I'm sorry. I'm talking about we on episode 2. We just
Oh, I was like, what?
we on
Yeah.
episode 3. I'm sorry.
3,
Okay.
yeah, 3 just aired, but yeah, that first season they show like her boyfriend getting killed and like all the tension because her boyfriend was black, and then the Italians and everything else. So it's a really good season.
But when
If
I watched Lamont's and Moochie's review on it, I kind of get that sense because they always reference it. So I feel like I know, even though I didn't watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's good to see it because like they weren't able to kill him like right away. They were wanting to kill him for like a couple episodes and actually ended up killing like the wrong black man at one point. And, like a whole bunch of stuff went down.
Bumpy saved him too from getting killed, but
Yeah, at one
he
point,
just
yeah.
was pissing me off the first season. That Teddy, like he was just like a hard-headed kid.
Yeah, I mean,
that's how you have to always start them because you got to grow. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
same thing with Franklin and Snowfall. Like, nigga, you always getting your ass beat. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I mean, it was parts where like he, like, I think he wasn't sure what he wanted to do because there was issues on both sides. His mom didn't really like her either because she was Italian as well. Thought that she was in for it for like the money because he could sing and everything, and he was about to get a recording contract. So it was a lot of storylines tied to it and everything. I don't want to say too much in case you do like end up going back to watch it.
What other things do you watch, Ralph?
Right.
Let me see. I mean, I watched those 3. What else? I seen some of the movies like King Kong versus Godzilla. Seen that.
Did you see her review?
Did I watch your review, Nina? I don't remember if I did. I know I watched a couple of your videos.
I have one with my son. That's the one with Kevin. And we were fighting.
I think I might have seen it with your son then, yeah.
No, it's
I watched the Mortal Kombat movie too.
I did.
What else? I watched a couple of shows on Netflix. My daughter had told me to watch and stuff. They had the All American. I didn't see this season.
I watched that too. I watched a couple of episodes on that.
Hello.
It's just like so much stuff to watch now.
I didn't watch this season yet, but because this season was on like regular TV, so I didn't watch that one yet.
Okay.
But I saw the first 2 seasons of it, I think, 2 or 3.
Yeah, it was really good. I watched the first 2 seasons, I believe.
I watched Umbrella Academy on Netflix.
That was good.
I watched that too.
I enjoyed that.
That was good.
And Stranger Things.
What about Invincible? Did you watch that one? I did a review on that.
No, I didn't see it yet. I know Lamont and Larry was talking about it, so I need to watch it. I'm on a business trip this week, so maybe I'll catch it while I'm out. I'm in St. Louis right now, so maybe I'll watch it while I'm out here. Because it's like a short season, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's over. I think this was the last
25-minute episodes, and it's only 8 of them. You can do it in a day. Get it in a day.
Okay.
I tell you, at the end of episode 1, you're not gonna want to drop it.
All right, I might watch it. Like I said, I mean, I'm out here till Friday, so maybe I'll watch it in between that.
It was good, and I don't watch anime. And I try, Star Wars or Disney Plus dropped something about, and I'm a Star Wars girl, but I can't get into the anime. Like they have, like everybody said, Clone Wars were good, the Rebels was good. So they just dropped this new, what's it called? The Bad Batch. Did y'all hear about it or watch it or whatever. It came out today. It's called The Bad Batch, and it's anime. And I couldn't get into it. Like I'm not an anime girl, so if you could capture me, because like I said, I watched it, and I'm a Star Wars girl. I love Star Wars, but no, it didn't do nothing for me. But that Invincible,
I didn't even.
But that was like almost like a real thing with them. The way it's not like a card. It's like that's not a cartoon for kids. So let's just go there with that. And with the cursing and.
But he can't. Like, no, I'm not telling him to watch it because.
Well, I was like, oh sure, he called the kid a a-hole.
I didn't even watch the Mandalorian. I heard so many good things about it.
I haven't watched that either.
That was really, really good. I enjoyed that for sure.
Oh, and then of course I watched Captain America and the Winter Soldier or Falcon, whatever.
That was good. I even shedded a tear behind that. The last episode with the
second to last one was, I think, really, really good. The last one wasn't bad, but I think it got outshined by the second to last one. I thought the second to last one was really good.
That's all. I think that's where they going with all the shows. The second to the last. You know what I'm saying? The penultimate.
Yeah, because
it seems they pull out all the stops from the second to last episode now on series, and then they do
Snowfall did
it's a cliffhanger for the next season.
Right.
Yeah, Snowfall did that too. But this last episode of Godfather Harlem, that one got a little emotional for me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it was sad.
Yeah. Like
that was sad.
It had its moments for me, but I didn't like all the subplots that were going on. Like, I didn't like all of that stuff, like the power broker and the. I don't know. I just, I like Zemo. I liked his plot.
I like what he did in the last episode too.
Huh?
I said I like what he did in the last episode.
Yeah.
With the super soldiers.
I liked him.
Yeah, he took them out.
I didn't like the Smash. What are they called? The little group, the Smash Brokers or the Smash Boxers?
Something Smashers. Yeah.
I didn't care for them. I didn't care for that storyline. I mean, I understood what they were doing. But yeah, now it was a lot of things I didn't really like about it that just kind of like, but I like the feel because it felt like a superhero show. It didn't feel like WandaVision kind of felt, we were like, hey, where we at? What we doing? So, but I love WandaVision. Like
I the first two episodes with that kind of, I was just not. I had to jump on the train later.
Okay, that's fair.
It was like
I keep thinking I'm gonna go back and watch it, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, they wasn't doing nothing in the first 3 episodes.
And then when it started getting good, I was like, all right, I'm because I tried to watch it the first time. I was like, and then I went back to it.
The reason why I liked it is because of the nostalgia that it brought back to Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie. Like, I love those shows. So
the eggs, Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. But that last
if you're a Marvel fan and you see the Easter,
that last episode of Godfather Harlem was really good. I mean,
it was. My thing was all messed up last night, but I couldn't even talk about it how I wanted to.
Heard you though, Moochie.
It was a bad snow. It was raining real hard here.
It was like you couldn't hear yourself, but we heard you. Like
that's why I'm on my MacBook now, so I'm not messing with that other one no more.
Yeah, I missed the Lamont's live because I was traveling out here, so. I saw it later. It was on. I said, "Damn, I missed the whole thing." So
I was just going
go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
But that
talked
was a good episode. I mean,
That
that
was a
so
good episode
sad. I mean,
last night. It was a
that
good
was hard.
episode.
Oh no! What else they talked about the new trailer, the new Marvel trailer. Did you watch that, Ro? The Eternal, and they were.
Oh no, I didn't even know there was a trailer out. No, I didn't see that.
Come on, I'm about to play it for you.
Oh, do what you got to do then. Bring it up.
Oh yeah, she could share her screen.
It's good. It's good. I was so emotional. Oh my god!
Yeah, because you hear Stan Lee voice, right?
I was so. It was just like, oh my god! It just took me down. I was like, this is just too much. It was too much. Hold on. No, that's like 2 weeks ago. Okay, let me just go here. When you wait, I gotta share my screen. I had to get it up first. Sorry about that. Tab. This one. Share. Okay. Y'all see the hands there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something to fight for. We're the ones who changed everything.
I love being with people. It's the most incredible thing in the world.
What are you doing? Oh, this is nice.
That world may change and evolve. But the one thing that will never change, we're all part of one big family. We are Groot. That man next to you, he's your brother. That woman over there, she's your sister.
Higher, further, faster, baby. That's right.
We're all part of one universe that moves ever upward and onward to greater glory. On your left.
Wait. Hold on. Really? So
it looked like it was just like a bunch of old clips.
A montage, like.
I know they trying to get you in your feels, right? Like they all of that. But right when the sound cut out, that's when the new footage came out. Like,
okay. I was about to say, I was like, where's the movie at?
I'm so mad. But no, basically what it was, they were it's at 2:11. Hold on. Basically what it was they are announcing all of their new their
movies.
Yeah, all their new movies are slated for.
I see.
When you love something, you fight for it. We're the ones who changed everything.
They like, get your behind back in the movie theater.
They trying to make sure we don't forget about them.
Like,
They
I
make
was
sure we
like,
don't forget about them.
get your behind back in the movie theater.
I always say DC could never. I
No.
love you too.
No.
But I'm a Marvel girl at heart. It's something about Kevin Feige and what he has done for the franchise and his vision. Like, if you can have all the comic books you want, but if it lacks vision and purpose, it's not going to translate to your fans and your audience. You know, you're going to have the people that are DC fans and they love Batman, they love Superman. They're going to come, they're going to show up. And you'll have, like me, I'll come too, but they just don't get it. They can never.
Nah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The last Justice League that was the Snyder cut, that was
Okay.
really good.
It was. That one I
couldn't
liked,
get
but it
into
was
none
too
of the other
long.
ones.
No, see, what it was is that he ended up inflating it so big, because at first it was supposed to be a series, like a six installment that came out on HBO Max. Then somehow they said they was going to make it a 4-hour movie. So he got all this fluff and all this stuff in the beginning. But Ralph, when I tell you, you need to watch it from the 2.5 hour mark. You can bypass all that bullshit. You watch it from the 2.5 hour mark. Oh my God.
It's a good movie, huh?
So good. Yes.
It's really good, yeah.
That's what we was missing. Like, I understand there were some key parts and all of that. Like, I enjoyed it as a overall piece, but for people who don't have a big attention span, or if they get annoyed with Zack Snyder's slow motion, all this drawn out music and all that stuff, like, that shit was, we didn't need it. We didn't need it. But I'm telling you,
that first part was that was all what, like Cyborg's backstory, and then Batman and Wonder Woman.
That's what the part was missing the most.
But he could have cut that down. Like, it was. You remember who did a movie that was real long like that? Quentin Tarantino. What was his last movie?
What, Django?
No. Hollywood.
Oh, Once Upon a Time. I know what you're talking about. That was a long movie.
That movie was good, but you can just condense it.
Yeah, it was good, and it was good. The best part was the end. Right. The last part of that thing, like with Brad Pitt.
I feel like they just be doing too much. They just be going overboard. They so self-indulgent. The same thing with Tenet.
I mean, even though they have just one good movie, it don't really compare to how many good movies Marvel has had. I mean,
exactly.
You bonded with these characters, and you would have never thought like they would get to Infinity War 2 and kill off all these big characters like Iron Man and Captain America, and like big actors, big, you know what I mean? So,
but doesn't for phase 4, ever since Endgame, I feel like we're starting off at the drawing board again. Don't y'all feel like that?
Yeah, especially that they killed the Iron Man off. Yeah, because I'm like, what they gonna do now? Or are they gonna bring them back? And
I didn't know where they were gonna go from there. I mean, I like kind of what they did with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but yeah, and I know like there's gonna be a new Doctor Strange movie. Guardians of the Galaxy was really good. Yeah. Thor's really good, but it's like, where else they're gonna go? They're introducing new characters, so I guess we'll see how that play out. You know, the Eternals and what is it called, Shang-Chi, the Japanese or Asian movie. So it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. Black Widow, she should be good. That one should be good too.
I heard some people say they weren't impressed with Shang-Chi's costume. Like the costume was just kind of like
Just regular like clothes, pretty much.
pretty much. But I thought
But
the
what's
act
crazy is like DC didn't really try to secure Zack Snyder after he released his movie because he's like, I'm done. And that's
right.
dumb on their part. Like they need to make sure they
And I tried, Star Wars or Disney. Oh, sorry.
I was like, is she talking? Her mouth ain't moving.
I'm
You
sorry.
doing
I
some
was trying
editing
to
over there?
I was trying to see if anybody else came on.
I don't see too many people. I guess maybe what comes on Tuesday nights? Is something on?
I don't know. I just
I don't
figured
know.
we take a stab and see what happened and see who comes on. Huh?
No, I was saying tell people. I was telling people to say hi in the chat if they're here.
Yeah, nobody.
No, I can't tell. But we were supposed to be talking about Pose, so I don't think you want to stay on for that route. But we did enjoy you for this part.
Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna jump off then and let y'all
Okay.
do y'all thing. I
We
came through and I supported. Did my part.
Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt.
appreciate you so much.
No problem. Anytime. I'll see
Okay.
y'all later.
Okay.
Later.
Bye.
All right.
All right. Now, I don't see nobody else.
I don't see nobody. Maybe they'll be on a replay. It's okay. That's what I said. That's why I had actually kind of stopped because I was just like,
It's all right. We're going to we have to start somewhere.
yeah.
We have to start somewhere and it'll get better.
Okay.
So
we are starting off with Pose. Pose came back for its third and final season, which I am somewhat, it's bittersweet for me. I think that, sometimes you got to leave on a high. I don't want to be canceled or I don't, so if you riding high, but like I said, for transgender people and for gay people, we don't have the platform extended to them to see their life, to see their, and that's what I appreciated with what they did. They had Black people, they had white people, they had Hispanic people, they had,
it was a mixture of everything.
Representation. And the reason why I'm upset that it's kind of going with the bitter, but you leave off with a high note with the sweet because, everybody loves it. We're talking about it. Everybody. I mean, I'm telling you, y'all, episode 2, I boo-hooed like it wasn't nobody's business. Now, I don't know why, Moochie. But okay, so let's start off with episode 1. I'm jumping the gun.
Okay.
Put the little the track
you jumped on the horse?
I jumped talk about episode 2. Okay, we're gonna talk about episode 1. Episode 1, the thing that stuck with me the most about episode 1 was that it felt like a totally different tone. It had a different tone from the past seasons.
It was like they did a time jump though too. Wasn't it like that?
So
just a couple of years.
I know, and I'm kind of confused
because they moved all the way to 1995.
Right.
Before that, I think they was like in 91 or something, something like that.
Okay. See, I didn't know. And I was just like, oh, I feel like it's a time jump, but I'm not clear on it.
Yeah, it was a time jump.
94, but I didn't know where we started from,
Because their highlight year was when with the Vogan, and so they went to 91 and then they jumped to 95.
Right. But I love where.
Who's your favorite character? Who's your favorite character, and who's the character you love to hate?
Okay. Look, I think my favorite character is for sure Blanca. Blanca is my favorite. Electra is my favorite to hate. However, coming up is Pray Tell.
I like him. I liked him from the beginning.
I liked him, but I'm telling you, in this season, he was my person that I love to hate. I love to hate Pray Tell because right now, oh my God, he's just so toxic. And while I understand, and
he lost so many people. He's angry. You know how you go through those phases of mourning where it's so many people that died, where he's angry at this point. He's angry and he's mad at his situation too.
I'm that person. Trust me, I know. I think that's why I boo-hooed so much on episode 2, because it felt like so much of what he was giving is what I could give at, maybe in my past life. Like I've been there. I've been that person. I think that's why it hurt me so bad to my heart to see that portrayed on screen.
Yes, yes.
Baby, I was not ready for that. Now, they went back to the tone from the other seasons with episode 2. Episode 1 just felt really disjointed to me. Like, I really need to see who directed it, who wrote it. I don't think Janet Mock.
So you think it was you could tell the difference between the writing between episode 1 and episode 2?
Something was totally off. Something was totally off with episode 1. But episode 2, we jumped back into the whole family of it all. The whole, it just felt right again. But that first episode, I'm like, maybe they was trying to make it entertaining or trying to, we need to come, this is our last and final season. We need to do something that's just going to turn heads and, whatever. I don't know exactly what they were going with that, but it did feel really, really different. It felt really different.
Was you surprised to see Blanca with a man?
And
I was like, oh shoot, and a doctor? I was like, what? Not only do she have a man, she got a doctor?
I loved it. And then, so what I really noticed about episode 1 and episode 2 is that Blanca was in a really good place in episode 1. And just like that transference of energy, that's why you have to protect your energy, baby, because when I tell you, Pray Tell transferred all of his negative energy onto Blanca, because it was just like that.
What made you feel like his negative energy kind of dampened her mood in regards to
just like that?
What do you think it was like when they had that dinner? Huh?
It was the intervention, baby.
Yeah, but I mean, he's mad. He's one of those type of people. If I'm mad, everybody gonna be mad.
Right.
That's where he was taking it. If I'm mad, everybody gonna be mad.
Yes. When I tell you, when he read them, girl, he went around
the table
and read them for
each and every one of them. Told them all about themselves. I was like, dang,
honey, they was not ready for that. That's what I can tell you. I can tell you that. Hold on. Oh, I got the wrong background on my thing. Go ahead and talk, Moochie.
I also okay, we still on episode 1. I was kind of with the intervention. I didn't think that I forgot his name. I didn't think he was gonna leave.
Damon.
Yeah, I didn't think Damon was gonna leave.
Right. Yeah,
and when I seen him, he was like, "You want a drink?" And then I was like, "Oh shoot, he packing his stuff." and he really left.
But
and then he tried to cut him up like, you don't got anything.
No, I appreciated that, because that is how you practice self-love. You don't let other people come before you, especially with people with addictions, people who are grappling with healing themselves and stuff like that. Sometimes you gotta lead them where they are.
Exactly. I love you, but I love me.
Right. Right. And I love that he took a stance like that. Now, maybe, I don't know if it should have been in the intervention letter, but I don't think that he really had anywhere else to stand but in that place, because that's who he is. First of all, he shouldn't have been fucking on that little young ass boy.
He came on to him. Since we gonna go back to last season, I was kind of pissed off at that, because I was like, he was genuinely being nice to him once he found out he tested positive. Right. So basically, he was just like walking him through everything, like, this is what you do, and he was still trying to keep it on a mentoring level. He didn't come on to him at all. Right. And I was like, why is he coming in his room like this? Talk about that bed is uncomfortable.
It's not totally on Pray Tell. However, because he's the older and wiser one.
And he did say something like, what are you doing? You can't say he didn't, but you got to keep in mind, at the end of the day, he's lonely.
Yes.
He was lonely and he was yearning for somebody. And I guess it was like, well, you positive, I'm positive. Right. We be positive together. I hate to say it like that.
Right. But yeah, it was okay. So how my most improved character is Elektra. She has grown on me. Like, at first,
I didn't like her. That was like when remember I asked you who was the character you loved to hate? That's the one I was like, oh.
But she has grown on me over the years. And child, the way Pray Tell tore her ass down, I felt so bad. I was like, girl.
It was true though.
He tore everybody.
It was true. It was true. And then when he called out Angel about using crack, and I was like, when I said, why is she gonna mess with this stuff? And she just, remember she was sniffing the coke before that.
Right.
And how she didn't think Poppy was gonna figure that out. He know the game.
They caught it. I'm glad they caught it. I'm glad she caught it. And
now we gotta see if I forgot her name. Because I didn't take my notes.
Lulu.
That's why I be taking notes.
Lulu.
Yeah. Lulu. Lulu. She's already grieving because her ace died. That
Cubby.
Yeah. No, not the girl she was with where they had last season when she passed away.
Right.
The one that was killed in the hotel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you gotta keep in mind she's still mourning from that.
Right.
Because that was like her road dog.
Talking about we're going some years later.
Yeah, but still, you don't get over something like that, especially if that was like your best friend. Right. And that was her best friend.
Or like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I understand that. But yeah, I'm glad she caught it though. And
then she snuck and gave it to her. And then I was like, I hope she don't smoke it again. And then when I seen them like linking up all the time, I was like, dang, she gonna become a crackhead. And they was laughing at each other like, we crackheads, like,
right. She's like, we look dusty, girl. We look shit. I was cracking up. I'm telling you, I love the second episode was it for me. The music is so good.
I love the music. That's what got me hooked with this show. The music and the nostalgia and everything with it.
Right back in the good times of music. It is just so good. Like, so what about you? What do you think about the team that went and whooped them people asses, the council asses, because they didn't have that money?
That was the younger people. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
They went in there and had a food fight and everything. I was laughing at that scene.
I was cracking up. I said, "Oh."
I mean, you had some of every emotion with that episode. You laughed. You you was angry for a minute. You was worried, and then you even cried.
Right. I mean, I had a good time with it. I was surprised that they dropped 2 episodes in one night.
In one night. I was here for it too.
Because of the pandemic, they were trying to like span it out, and so the runtime wouldn't be so cut so short, because you know people don't really want to see it go.
I don't.
You know, like you would think you want to drag it on just as much as you could, but I don't know. I mean,
and I was late to the party. Like, I just jumped on this season.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh. Where I started watching it from Netflix, and I was like, Dad, I wish I would have watched this show.
Okay.
Like, from the beginning.
I loved it from the beginning. I was just so, like, you know, I wasn't a part of the community until, you know, kind of later on in life. So I didn't know nothing about the ballroom and all that stuff. So, you know, I would see little things and pick up on little things, like the gays were, the guys, they are so flamboyant, and they be doing them death drops, and I didn't know where that came from.
That came right from down in the city.
I know. I didn't know. Like, I learned later on in life. But I appreciate all of it, and the thing that I appreciate about the LGBTQ community is that they have a mindset that's a little bit different than just the regular people who I guess just regular cisgendered, or just, you know, whatever you relate to, and heterosexual. You know, sometimes their opinions and their mindsets are still kind of soaked in white supremacy. It's something that I like about the LGBTQ community, that they understand the struggle of the minority, and, you know, they have a little bit more acumen about them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They actually showed that side, though, of the white supremacy too, if you want to think about it like that. Right. I didn't know that exists in their world like that.
Parallel.
I did not know that was a thing.
Parallel. And the same thing with the misogyny, the same thing with, you know, gender and all of that stuff. That stuff is soaked in white supremacy. So if people keep thinking that they're better than a certain group of people based on a certain thing, that's the same thing. It's adjacent to white supremacy. So I'm like, y'all doing the same exact thing. Right?
I really didn't know that.
I'm gonna get off my soapbox, but that's all I'm gonna say about it. But anything else? What about Blanca meeting his parents?
Did you now let me ask you this: was this the same guy she met when they went to the beach, and they just changed him, or this is a totally different guy?
No, I think it's the same guy, but they recast him.
Okay.
And did you see the father was the guy from The Chi?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I was like, that's the guy that want to be the mayor,
right?
The pizza dude.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that whole thing was very uncomfortable for me. I was just like, yikes. Yeah, it was uncomfortable.
I like the fact that they also show how they fight amongst themselves, but when an issue happened, they band together. Yeah. I like that.
That's what I said. Like, they remind me so much of what I want us to be as a people. You know, we may fight amongst each other, but I wish that we had a united front. You know, I really, that's why I say, like, that's why I pretty much bond with them a lot, and I'm an advocate for them, because it just feels like they understand. They don't come from a superiority type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really kind of mesh with the LGBTQ community, also being a member, of course. But yeah, so okay, so the mother, meeting the mother, the father.
She was nasty.
She was like,
she was rude.
Especially that second meeting. Like the first meeting, I felt like she
the first meeting she wasn't quite sure.
Right. It's like she
got the second meeting, she was like, all right, I know what it is.
Right. I felt like she was just like, and you really, and then, you know, Blanca already said, you better protect me. I'm not accepting nothing less than your protection. And he almost didn't. She had to start fighting for herself. She started swinging and fighting with his mother, and then he had to jump in, which is a hard thing because you don't really want to do that with your mom.
Yeah, I get it.
I get it. So I understood it, and it felt more realistic because he didn't just jump right on in. Because I mean, maybe that's what we wanted them to do, but no. At the end of the day, no, you don't really go against your parents like that. I mean, not like that. I mean, you know that it is a hard blow. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be what it is. But
well, you know what? It's 9:42.
Okay, yeah. One more thing I wanted to talk about Blanca. Like we turning the corner, her studying for her nursing.
Yeah, I was so glad that she was going back to school, and he said he was gonna help her.
Yes,
I was like, all right, he's a real good guy.
Yeah. So what we're getting ready for is to watch
Cruel Summer,
which
is on Freeform.
And it's really, really good. And
we might just chat about that next week. If one of us could get some screenshots together. Now that I know what I'm doing, because you taught me through everything. And I want to thank you for that.
We may alternate from each other's channel, but we will share it like next week, maybe from Moochie's channel or whatever, and she'll be the host. And you know, it may not look the same. It won't say no go reviews and all that stuff. It you know, it may.
I need to get fancy like you. You got all of this going on. You got all of this. You got, what is it? Neon lights. You got neon lights. You got a band. You got going down at the bottom of the screen like CNN. You got it all going on. I gotta get fancy. I'm not tech savvy yet. I'm getting there, but you know.
Well, I'll be in Philly.
You might have to talk me through all of that
this weekend, so we will link up for sure. I sent you the place where I'm staying at, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we will talk and chat later. And you guys, thank you so much. You could be anywhere else, but we appreciate you spending your time with us. I hope there'll be more people joining us. And yeah, so we'll see you next week, unless we try to do something impromptu later on down the line.
Yep. Could be next week, could be tomorrow, could be Thursday. Right. We'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to Moochie's channel. We'll be coming to you weekly. We've been promising to do this for a long time, but we've been
talking about it for like 2 months now. So
yes. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, and hopefully more of you guys will join us. Tag your friends. Tell your friends to come join us if they like polls. The conversation will be much better if there are
more people in here.
The chat.
Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.